Daily Dysfunction on 89.9 KGRG FM. I am Big Joe, and I'm here with Gabe.
Hey.
And Chuck.
Sup?
And Hopper.
What up?
And we have a top 10 list for you. This top 10 list is the top 10 worst movie villains.
I'm excited for this.
So let's define worst. Worst is in like super evil, or worst is in they were bad and they should feel bad.
They were bad, and they should feel bad.
Okay, got it.
Yes, is what I'm getting from. This is from a list on Comcast.net.
Okay.
So this is their list. It's actually top 15, so I'll give some honorable mentions.
Okay.
But the top 10 list. Can you guess what?
Yeah, can we guess?
Yeah.
Are we starting with?
Start with 10.
How about we just like guess if we can guess one person on here?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys just want one guess then.
I just want one guess because there's too many.
Okay,
There's too many possibilities.
Too many possibilities.
Okay, that's fine. What's your one guess, Gabe?
Chuck, why don't you take it away? You know more. You watch more movies than I do.
Okay. I'm gonna go with, and you're correct. I do. I watch way too many movies. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Arnold Schwarzenegger as what was he? Mr. Freeze in that. What was it? The George Clooney Batman?
Yeah, Batman for
Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Batman and Robin.
Okay.
That was such George. I'm gonna say
bad.
now, George Clooney was the worst Batman.
He's usually such a good actor.
Yeah.
He was a good actor in that.
I think.
I like his Batman voice and his Bruce Wayne voice were the exact same. It's like, I'm Bruce Wayne.
Even Michael Keaton had a different voice when he did it.
I think he was made to be the wrong Batman because they were trying to do like a futuristic, weird, cool Batman, whereas George Clooney's classy.
He's
George
suave.
Clooney.
He's
he made a good Bruce Wayne,
Yeah.
but he wasn't the right Batman.
Yeah, because George Clooney is that, millionaire playboy that everyone wants to.
Yeah, he actually is a millionaire playboy.
Yeah. Hopper, what do you think?
One
supervillain.
one supervillain. Oh,
Well, villain in a movie.
Well, yeah, sorry.
I can't think of his name. But this is
What movie?
Space Chimps.
Okay,
Space Chimps.
Space Chimps?
It's an Andy Samberg movie. It's so funny.
But
okay.
There's this like little alien dude who's just the worst. Not a good villain at all. Just so goofy.
So the
clumsy.
Space Chimps villain.
Yeah, the Space
All right.
Chimps villain.
Gabe.
I'm gonna say, from Inglourious Bastards,
Oh,
Hitler.
yeah.
Really? Okay.
Because he was super ridiculous in
He
it.
was really. He was.
Yeah,
it
but-
was like an over-the-top version of Hitler.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was like the idea.
I
but
get
it
that was the
like,
idea, but it was a little ridiculous.
It was too much at some points.
All right. I will tell you this. One of you has got an honorable mention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 10, and I'm going to butcher his name.
Steve.
Chuck, you'll probably be able to tell me what
Okay.
it actually is. Ozymandias.
Yep, that you actually pronounced it right.
I did it! Yay! Ozymandias from The Watchmen.
Some people would argue Ozymandias, but you are correct. Ozymandias from the Watchmen film.
Yes, from the Watchmen film.
He's even in
He's
the comic
bad?
book. Well, he's just boring.
He is, and I think the description of it was really funny. It says, "Behold, the first supervillain who looks like your grandson. Smart, incredibly strong, immensely still, totally lame." And he looks lame in this picture.
Basically, the whole way that he was a villain, the way he was going to take over the world was, at least in the comic book, was fake an alien invasion, and then make himself seem like the hero for saving everything.
Yeah. Number 9, worst movie villain, Red Mist from Kick-Ass.
What?
Yeah, he was
He's
pretty
really
lame.
bad.
Okay,
yeah.
from Kick-Ass 2, yes. Kick-Ass 1, I thought he was a good supervillain just because, it was made to be that.
Yeah. Number 8. Now, here's a shocker. Number 8 is The Plants from The Happening.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was a terrible movie.
Hard to think of those as a villain, but yeah.
Isn't that a Mark Wahlberg movie?
It is.
It
Marky
is.
Mark and the Funky Bunch and a M. Night Shyamalan.
I remember seeing a commercial for that, and somebody just lays down and a lawnmower goes over them.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
I remember seeing that and was like, well, I'm not going to see that in
Yeah,
theaters.
never going to watch that movie.
It's bad. Hey, by the way, spoiler alert, the plants kill people.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you haven't seen, that movie's old.
Yeah. And it's not good, so it's not ruining anything.
Yeah, it's not really rude.
Number 7, Sabretooth from X-Men.
Oh, like the original X-Men, he is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
X3.
Yeah, no, from
No.
like X1.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
Original
in
X1. He
didn't
is
say
so
anything.
bad. Yeah. The one line that he has is he's holding like Storm by the throat and he's like, "You owe me a scream," and
Yeah.
that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
He's so boring.
Basically. I'm actually sad about this one. Number 6 is the Riddler from Batman Forever.
Oh,
Jim-
Jim Carrey.
Jim
Is that Jim
Carrey?
Carrey?
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he
He
played a
was
good
kinda
Riddler,
bad.
but it was a bad Riddler.
Yeah.
Like a bad good Riddler. It was a
lot-
good character for Jim Carrey to play.
I
But
think a
not
lot
good.
of the stuff that happened wrong with the Batman movies before was they just didn't cast the right people for the right mood.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like put in different movies
Tommy
with
Lee
different
Jones
like
was in the
settings. Oh yeah, he was Two-Face.
he was Two-Face.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
and
He was a
that
really
that was
good
even
Two-Face.
worse.
I honestly
Right?
Yeah.
I used to love that movie. I'm not gonna lie.
No, dude, those maybe
In hindsight, you can see how they're kind of.
I used to think
Oh yeah,
Robin-
they're bad. But when I was a kid, I loved it.
I used to think Robin was cool, but I didn't really focus on anything else.
Yeah. Number 5, I'm gonna butcher this name too. So Chuck, have my back.
I got you.
Turl from Battlefield Earth. Terl.
Yeah, that sounds right. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Yeah. That is a oh man, John Travolta character.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
God, John Travolta, what happened to you, man?
Wild Hogs.
That happened to you. That's right. No, he wasn't in Wild Hogs. He was in
Yes,
Old
Yeah,
Dogs.
he was in Wild Hogs.
Oh, you're right. He was.
I was watching this show. Have you ever heard watched the show China, Illinois on Adult Swim?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It's super weird and just random. And there was this episode where these groundhogs were taking over the campus because it's a college campus.
Yeah.
But the groundhogs are warthogs, and they start running rampant. And they find out the leaders of it are John Travolta, Martin Lawrence,
Like Tim
Tim
Allen.
Allen.
Oh
And they
my
have to
God.
kill the leaders to get the campus to be clear.
It's so bad.
I didn't pick it up until they said that. I was like, oh, Wild Hogs.
Yeah.
Oh.
So bad.
So before we get to the top 5 worst villains, movie villains, number 14, King.
These are the honorable mentions.
honorable mentions. Yeah, King Koopa from Super Mario Bros.
Ha!
From
Oh
the,
my God,
the VHS one?
Yeah, the one with Bob Hoskins,
Oh, yeah.
Action.
The
live
where he's
action one.
Where he was a human.
Yeah,
where all the and the Koopas were like lizards.
yeah, and with the little heads and stuff.
Yeah. Ugh.
Number 13 is Chuck's guess, Mr. Freeze from Batman and Robin.
Yeah. So bad.
And number 12, this one made me laugh because this is a terrible character. Galactus from Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer.
It's true. He was just a giant like sphere in that movie.
He was basically a black hole.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah,
I thought Mr. Freeze
was terrible.
No,
I
I
like
think
it.
he did well because he was cold.
Yeah,
And Arnold Schwarzenegger is very, distant
You
from
realize
his
you
roles.
just did exactly what he does in that movie, right? He just makes cold puns
yeah. All
the
right,
whole time.
number
I like
4.
puns.
Freeze!
No,
Oh my God.
Number 4, Venom from Spider-Man 3.
That is done very poorly.
That is,
Oh, yeah.
and
The new
Venom
one with
is,
Tobey Maguire.
yeah. Well,
Topher Grace
the
played
last,
Venom, right?
Yeah.
yeah. Venom was one of my favorite villains too, and I was super sad about that.
It did not do well.
Number 3, Xerxes
What?
from 300.
I thought he was a good villain.
He's really
I
boring.
did too, but
But he talks.
He doesn't do
I couldn't tell if
anything.
it was a guy or a girl. It really confused
Yeah,
me.
Xerxes as a villain by himself is a really lame villain. The group that he commands is a good villain.
Yeah. By the way, this is the top 10 worst movie villains brought to you on the Comcast.net. That's their list.
Yeah.
Number 2, Ivan Ooze from Mighty Morphin
Yeah.
Power
Oh my
Rangers.
God! Yeah, that was bad. Bad movie too.
Can I guess
Are you
my-
kidding me? You stop it right now.
I love that movie.
I thought you said it was a bad movie.
It is a bad movie.
You can love
Stop
something
it.
that's really bad.
No. It's great.
I don't even recall.
Do you
I
guys
didn't
remember
ever really,
Rita?
yeah, I remember
Yeah,
Rita.
she should be on this list.
She was a bitch. I hated her.
I never really watched the Power Rangers that much. I don't remember this.
Dude, I love.
He was just
a purple guy.
He was just a purple guy.
that had ooze.
Yeah.
That's like
It turned people evil.
yeah.
It was really boring.
So he just threw like globs of goo on
Well,
people? So he had a really
basically
bad
what he
cold.
was he was this like pseudo like he was an Italian businessman who made a product of his ooze that he made, and he would sell it and make money on it, and
It turned
it
him
turned
evil.
people evil.
All right.
It
Now
was really bad.
I have a proposal for you guys. I will give $20 whoever cannot see my screen and can't see the last answer to who will get the number one right. Because I honestly do not think any of you will get this.
Did you know this villain
I
before?
did not know this.
Okay.
The only one I think that might win $20 right now would be Chuck. Top 10 worst movie villains off of the Comcast.net list.
I'm going to say the villain from The Phantom.
Oh my God, I used to love that movie.
With Ben Affleck?
No,
Yeah.
was that Ben Affleck?
Yeah, it was Ben Affleck.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
Oh.
You couldn't tell by his chin only
Yeah.
being exposed in that face mask?
Yeah.
I just remembered it being like he had he had boots and purple and a ring,
Boots
and it
and
was
cats?
cool. Yeah. Chuck,
And
what do you
guns.
think for $20?
I'm split between the villain in the Rise of the Planet of the Apes movie and the villain in the Spawn movie.
Oh, the clown?
Yeah.
Who was John Leguizamo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that blew me away.
That was.
I thought it was Danny DeVito.
Nope, that was John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo.
Huh.
Yeah. So
I'm
pick one.
Gonna
for
go
$20.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Spawn.
Okay. Hopper.
I put some thought into this one. Darth Maul. From
Darth Maul. Okay.
Star Wars.
I thought he was
I would
a pretty
argue
good
that he
villain.
was an awesome villain, but
Yeah,
okay.
I like
the
his
way he
lightsaber.
died,
Yeah, it was pretty good.
how uneventful his
Yeah.
whole storyline was.
All right. The number one worst movie villain. Nuclear Man from Superman 4, The Quest for Peace.
God, you're right. That's so bad.
I have no idea who the hell
Superman
this
4,
is.
The Quest for Peace is so bad.
Yeah.
The movie's horrendous. Most of those, like, people love those Superman movies. I can't do it.
Yeah.
They're just not
Not good.
good.
Yep.
I don't like those.
So that was the top 10 list from the Comcast.net. Top 15 worst supervillains.
Can't
but-
believe they actually called him Nuclear Man.
I don't even want to know. I don't know want to know what his power is.
bad.
And to recap, Hopper, real quick, I'm taking a step back. Darth Maul's storyline was not bad. I think
It just didn't get used.
the fact
Yeah.
that it was so mysterious, you built your own storyline for him, so that
I
kind
guess.
of made it a